see, the garden is open from 8 until 6. There is an admission, and it takes about 40 minutes to walk through the garden.
There are 3 original buildings from the 19th century, including the Glover House. And then after that, other remaining European houses were transferred here to make a big garden.
Gigantic carp. Very well fed carp. Every place you go, you get a map. In both English and Japanese. Great maps. They'll tell you everything you'd ever want to know. This is one of the small little houses that was moved to Glover Garden. It is a former gatekeeper station. That's where it was originally.
House is one of the original, house that has been here, and this is not transferred. Mr. Friedrich Ringer also, contributed a lot to Japanese modernization.
Merchant Frederick Ringer and his family lived in this house for almost 80 years, from 1883. He was a tea inspector and came to Nagasaki from China in 1865 to join Glover and Company.
In Japan and performed the Madame Butterfly.
Because the opera Madame Butterfly by Puccini is basically based in Nagasaki. Remember, she's in love with the Englishman. Where is the Englishman? It was decided that this house would be appropriate to have a display. The Ringer House is a bungalow-style building built in the early Meiji era and enclosed by veranda on 3 sides. The granite was transported from Vladivostok. Wow. It is rare timber frame stone construction. I have no idea why they're playing that music in the background. They should be playing the arias from Madame Butterfly. The former Alt House was built in 1865, and it has a veranda with a row of Tuscan columns. Alt engaged in the tea trade and other enterprises, and he was also the first leader of a chamber of commerce. He lived in this house with his wife Elizabeth and 2 daughters from 1865 to 1868. It's made of lacquer and mother of pearl, and needles and threads for sewing were inside it. Alt only spent 3 years in this house, and after his departure, the house was used as a school building by a Methodist academy and as the American consulate. Puccini, composer of Madame Butterfly and presented by the Italian Embassy in Japan. And there's Madame Butterfly with her child. Nagasaki is the hydrangea city, but I love looking at all the different species of hydrangea. Blue and purple and lilac and delphinium and pink. Oh my. Oh, we have 2 turtles on the turtle stone. They are posing for their close-up. This is the 3rd of the 3 original houses on this ground. The Glover House, built in 1863 and the oldest wooden Western-style building in Japan. It was involved with political events from the closing days of the Tokugawa government to the Meiji Restoration. The wedding veil. Glover called the house Ipponmatsu, which means lone pine. Purchased Iron Duke, Japan's first steam locomotive, and laid railway track over 400 meters from in front of the present Civic Hospital to near the river. It ran on domestic coal and was open to the public. The doorway in the ceiling of the corridor near Glover's room, and if you go up the ladder, there are 2 rooms in the attic that are soon to have been used to hide young loyalists. Lord Shimatsu of the Satsuma clan gave this big cycad to Glover, and it's known to be more than 300 years old. All of these are used in a festival.